Welcome to Chair Yoga with Ali, certified lifestyle coach and yoga instructor. So today we're going to do a simple, about a 15-minute chair sequence, which is really good for the 55 plus community. And also if you have a few challenges as well within your body and your limbs, it's a good way to still get some good exercise in. So we're going to get started. I always start from the toes, working our way all the way up. So having said that, we're going to start wiggling our toes, getting them exercised out. We don't often think about them because they're crammed in our shoes or our sandals. Just exercising those up and down and around for a little bit. Then we're going to continue with our feet and placing our feet out just a little bit more, maybe about half a foot out a little bit more. And we're going to go up on our heels, placing both of our feet on our heels. And we're going to pedal, and we're going to like pedal motion, and we're going to bring them down to the ground. Bring the bottom of our feet down to the ground and then back up. You will feel it within your shin area, at the top of your shins as well. It's a good stretch for those muscles. Down to the floor and back up on our heels. Down to the floor, back up on our heels. Down to the floor, back up on our heels. Down to the floor, back up on our heels. One last time, down to the floor and back up on our heels. Then we're going to bring our feet in a little bit further closer to us, about half a foot back in. And we're going to lift it up and stretch our right leg out a little bit, just a little bit up off the floor. And we're going to do ankle rolls. Rolling to the outside first. Also very good for the foot. Keeping our feet in shape for balance, for walking. So important. When we get to the center, at the very top, we're going to go to the other direction. Circle to the inside. Remembering to breathe, breathing from our stomach up through our chest, throat, and out through the nose. Breathing is important. It helps us through any exercise. Breath is life. Putting that foot down, back down, lifting the other one out, stretching our leg out a little bit, lifting it up just a foot a little bit off the floor, and we're going to roll to the outside first on our left foot. Giving those ankle muscles a little bit of exercise. Really good for stability when we're walking and standing, our ankles. When we get back to the center, we're going to go back the other direction, circling to the inside. Inhaling and exhaling. Then we're going to place that one back down. One more time. Out. Stretch. Circle. Short. Shorter this time. Back to center. Back on the other side. Back down. Left side up. Circle to the outside. Circle back to the inside. And back down. All right. Now we're going to bring our feet a little bit closer to us. We're going to do some feet raises. This is going to work up to our shin area, back, the bottom of our leg here. We should feel the muscle here. We're just going to lift our foot up just slightly, ever so slightly. And we're going to count to 3, holding it up off the floor just a little bit, counting to 3. 1, 2, 3. On the right side, lifting it back down. On the left side, lifting it a little bit off the floor, counting to 3. 1, 2, 3. And back down. Right side up again, lifting. 1, 2, 3. back down again. Left side, lifting a little off the floor, counting 1, 2, 3, back down again. And our last sequence. I do each one about 3 times, lifting our right foot up a little off the floor, counting 1, 2, 3, back down. And our left side, lifting up, 1, 2, 3. Now we're going to go just a little bit higher with our feet raised and up our knees, and it really helps to interact with our upper thigh as well. You might want to scoot a little bit forward on your chair. If you need be, actually interlace your fingers and place them up underneath your thigh. That'll help you with some support as well. Starting with the right, lifting up a little bit higher. 1, 2, 3, and back down. You should feel that in the upper thigh area as well. Left side, keeping our legs about hips distance apart, lifting the left a little higher. 1, 2, 3, back down. Very good. Back to the right, our second round, lifting a little higher. 1, 2, 3, back down. Back to the left side, lifting a little bit higher. 1, 2, 3, back down. Our third and last sequence for this, lifting up. 1, 2, 3, back down. And our last leg raise, lifting up. 1, 2, 3, and back down. Very good. You should have felt that up in your little thigh area as well. So now we're moving on up to our hip area and just below our waist. We're going to take our hands and place them right at the top of our hip area, right here. We're going to do kind of a hip and a lower spine roll to kind of get our spine and our hip joint just a little bit loosened up as well. We're going to fold forward just a little bit, and we're going to start rolling to the left. Rolling to the left side, over the left shoulder, to the back, over to the right shoulder area, and back to center. Just a steady roll. You should feel that in your lower spine and your upper hip area. Placing your hands in this position gives you a little more stability as well. Simply rolling, giving that area a little more flexibility. When we get to center, we're going to stop, and we're going to go back the other direction. Tilting forward a little bit, and then rolling to our right. Inhaling and exhaling, remembering to breathe. Breath is life. Inhaling and exhaling. When we get back to center, we're going to stop. Then we're going to move a little bit further up in our spine, and we're going to do what's called cat-cow. We're placing both of our hands on top of our thighs, and we're simply lifting our chest out and up up a little bit, inhaling and exhaling, bending back. Cat-cow, you can see in the reference to that, it really is a good spine stretch. When you're lifting up, your spine is coming in, inhaling. On the exhale, it's rolling forward a little bit and it's going back out. Cat-cow. With our legs hips distance apart, hands on our thighs, lifting up, expanding that chest, and rolling forward, bringing the spine back down. Exhaling, inhaling up, exhaling down. Inhaling up, and exhaling down. Very good. Now we're going to move on up to our shoulder area. We're going to open our hand out, starting with the right, fingers out very wide, because we're going to place them just like we're capping the top of our shoulder. We're going to lift our elbow up, even with our shoulder, and we're going to roll forward, just rolling our shoulder forward. Also, if they rotate our cup, the shoulders that might get stiff as you're working a puzzle on the computer, reading a book, whatever that might be, we tend to get tightness in our shoulders. When we get back to center, we're going to go back the other direction, rolling our shoulders. And then we're going to place our right hand back down. Same with the left, opening, spreading our fingers wide, encapsulating our shoulder area, lifting our elbow up even with our shoulder, and we're rolling forward. Inhaling and exhaling. When we get back to center, we're going to stop and go back the other direction. Now, if having your shoulder and your elbow even is unavailable to you today, feel free to have it down here. You still get a stretch and an exercise as well. Whatever is available to you today, here or here. Now we're going to move on up to our neck area. We're going to simply drop our chin down to our chest area and another neck roll. Starting at center, rolling to the left. You might hear some popping. There's simply air pockets that are dissipating as we roll out the neck. Another good stretch. Loosening up our upper body portion. As we get to center, we're going to stop and go back the other direction to our right. And we're going to stop. And we're going to simply give ourselves just a little bitty massage, quick, starting with the cheek area on up, our temple area. It's really good as well. You want to take your middle finger and come back through your nose. It really helps even if it's the sinus areas. Lifting that up a little bit, really massaging that back down to our cheek. And we're going to end with a smile because it takes 7 muscles for a smile and only 1 for a frown. So we're exercising our face muscles as well. Ending with another deep breath session, scooting back on our chair, our hands down to the side, palms open, and we're going to raise our hands up, palms together, folding back down to heart center. Exhale. Hands back down to the side, inhaling up, palms together, exhaling back down to heart center. If raising your arms up is not available to you today, feel free to come out in front of you, back in to heart center as well. And that completes our exercise for today. So until next time, stay well, be blessed. I look forward to seeing you on our next video.